Hi everyone, we're sitting down with my friend Brittany talking about motherhood and fitness and how she incorporates that into her life, how it's a pillar for her and how she navigates motherhood and making that a priority for her. I hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, I am sitting here with my friend Brittany and we are here to just talk about motherhood, fitness, movement, and how she gets it done and feels good hopefully doing it. We're going to go through her routine and I'm hoping that this is motivating and I hope that someone out there can get like a little tip from you because I know you motivate me.
Thank you.
I see you on Instagram sometimes and I'm like, I gotta go to the gym. Not like even in but I'm just like so proud, right? Like you're still making time for it. And I just think it's awesome.
Yeah, when you see another mom making time for herself, like you want to cheer a little bit.
Exactly. So, okay, so we know your name is Brittany. So go ahead. How many kids do you have? Married? How long? All that.
Yeah, I have 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl, and I have been married to Kevin for 10 years. Well, 9 years, but we've been together for 10.
I didn't realize we got married in the same year. Did you get married in 2017?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah,
okay,
see?
I love that.
Yeah. Ring upgrades next year, right?
Yeah. Girl,
put on the list.
We'll talk about that on the side. Okay, so how I wanted to kick this off is basically you worked out before you had kids.
Yes, I was a college athlete.
Okay, so what sport did you play?
I ran track.
Okay, so how did your relationship with fitness, you've always worked out on some level, team and then also individually for your own goals. How did your relationship with fitness change once you became a mom?
It had to become something that was something like a pillar still of my life, but something that I gave myself a little bit more leeway with because I was so used to being so rigid, like this is when I work out, this is what it's going to look like, this is how many minutes it's going to be, and I'm going to get it done regardless. And I still get it done regardless, but it does look a little different. I have to have more grace with myself. I have to be more patient with myself and my kids. Like it's not going to be perfect every day, but I just try and do a little bit every day. So I've gotten actually a lot healthier of a relationship with working out and fitness since having kids because I'm not so stringent about it.
I totally get that because I had to like get in the mindset. So before I had kids, I would work out for like an hour and a half, 2 hours with my husband. We'd go to the gym. It was the thing. And like once you have kids, you're right. You're finding little pockets of time and you're like, maybe it's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And for a long time, it was very difficult to get through that hump of like, I'm going to take this 20 minutes. I'm going to work as hard as I can, whatever that looks like, whether that's walking on the treadmill or lifting weights or whatever, and not feel like I just failed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because before kids, you got all the time in the world. And then after you're like, you have to be intentional.
Yeah. I know. Well, you think you have no time before kids. And then you have kids, you're like, wait.
That is so...
What was I doing?
That is a question that happens literally when I talk to any young girl who doesn't have kids or maybe is just dating somebody. I'm like, if I were you, this is what I would be doing.
Right.
I would wake up on Saturdays. I'd go hit a workout at my leisure. And then I'd go to the little smoothie place. I'd get myself a smoothie. And then I'd like totally relax. Go to Target, browse the aisles. Like have a day that makes you feel good. Know your finances. Like start budgeting. Put a little money in the stock market. Like I'm looking at, and literally, well, when I was working at our house, I like said this to a girl in a meeting and like the meeting ended, she ended up leaving and my friend looked at me and was like, that was intense. Like you just really, I think scared her a little bit. Well, I'm here for the tips. I'm here to tell them because you don't have all that time.
Yeah.
now.
And I wish somebody had told me, even if you don't believe them when you're that girl, it sticks in the back of your mind,
Totally.
probably.
Totally.
Or the hope is that, it does.
Yeah.
And then one day you get it. It's just one of those things.
Exactly.
But,
it clicks.
yeah. But yeah, I agree. I would do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to kind of reframe your idea of what a workout is, that perfection is not the goal, that you just need to do what you can with what you have and the time you have and be okay with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk me through your routine right now.
So right now my kids are 5 and 3, so they are sleeping better than when they were babies. So I'm able to get up I'm up between 4 to 5 every day. I would say the latest I wake up is like 5:30, and I will work out. So that looks like either about 4 days a week I'm running, and then at least 2 days a week I'm doing Pilates. So I work out and how that looks as far as like how I mix it up, it looks different each week. But on average, I would say I'm working out 5 to 6 days a week. So I get up early and I get it done, because if I don't, then it's going to be in the back of my mind all day, and I really need it to mentally be there and present for my kids. I just feel better when I get it out of the way and then I'm focused on them.
So I used to wake up and work out in the morning before I went to work. The thought of waking up early now to work out, I've tried. I've literally tried so many times, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's okay.
So tell me how. What time are you going to bed?
Okay, so I will tell you this. I have always been this is just me. I've been very disciplined. I was a person who, my fun fact was that I had never hit snooze in my life, before kids. Okay. And I'm not kidding, that I had never hit snooze ever. When my alarm was set, I was up. I forced myself to get up, and this is just a part of who I am. So what works for me, it's not going to work for everybody. Yeah. So there are times now, I can say I snooze sometimes. There are times where I just am not feeling it that day, and I have one of those Aura rings, and it has kind of forced me to rest more than I thought I would before, or that I needed before. It's really reframed that in my mind for me, that rest is good. So there are times now where I do snooze, but most of the time I set the alarm and I'm I got to get it done, and I've never really regret a workout. So I'll be I'm just going to start. And even if I do it for 5 minutes, that's fine for now. Mm-hmm. And what ends up happening is I'll be 5 minutes in, and I'm just going to do it now. Yeah. I'm going to do the whole thing. So if I'm really struggling in the morning when I get up that early, I will tell myself, okay, I'm just going to do 10 minutes. And then when I'm at 10 minutes, I'm okay, well, now I'm going to do the whole workout. So it's a mental thing, right? So you're kind of getting started. You're telling your brain, I'm going to do this for 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then you're starting to feel good. You're getting the endorphins. Yeah. And then you're okay, well, I'm here. Mm-hmm. So I might as well continue. Yes. And what has helped too for me, especially with running, because running, I don't love the idea of getting up early and running in the dark as a woman. Yeah. Even in the suburbs, I don't love that. So what I'll do is, I got a treadmill for cheap. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Yeah. And I put on my Bravo shows that I like to watch, and I catch up on my shows while I'm running in the morning. And if I'm really struggling, I'll take a walk break, or I'll just take a second. And, sometimes the runs aren't great, but I get it done. Yeah. And yeah, that's what it's looking like now. So I'm the same way. I put the treadmill on. I put a show on because I have a TV. My show is Formula One. Wait, you could have told me guess anything, and I would have. I get so into this Formula One show, Brittany. I've probably seen all the seasons 6 or 7 times. I'm running. It's about seeing athletes, the intensity of them driving these cars. I told my husband the other day I was running, and I swear I hit the side of the treadmill and almost fell off of it because they were driving, and I was and I just love it. When I was training for the half marathon last year, every time I trained on the treadmill, I'd put the Formula One show on, and it motivated me. So it is, to your point, sometimes it's about mentally, I don't want to say leaving your body, but it's not thinking about it. Yeah. I don't want to think about the fact that I'm waking up at 5 a.m. Yeah, it sucks.
and going down the stairs
Yeah.
to like work out.
Yeah.
It's like I want to trick my brain. Like, no, we're going downstairs to watch a Bravo show or Formula One.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'll like have a Bravo show in mind the night before. And we're like, oh, I'm really looking forward to watching this.
Yeah.
But yours would be, excuse me, Formula One, which I would have never guessed.
I know.
But I love that for you.
It's my like fun fact about me because no one would look at me and be like, I think she's into it. Like nobody.
You and my husband, Kevin, loves Formula One.
He does. Yes. We should get together and watch.
I'll send him over here in the morning.
I'll
You guys
wear
can
my
work out
Lewis
together.
Hamilton t-shirt and I'll be like, let's hang out. So talk to me like the relationship with your children and working out. They're very young, 5 and 3, you said, right?
Yeah.
So is this working out's a pillar for you in your life? How is that looking for your children? Like, how are you talking to them? Like, oh, you guys, on tough nights when you're putting them to bed, are you like connecting any dots for them in the sense of like, it's time to go to bed. Mommy has to go to bed so I can work out in the morning. Like, are you having any of these types of conversations? Like telling them like, it's good for mommy to have her time to work out?
Yeah, I definitely discussed that with my daughter because there will be times, she's 5, so she'll get up in the morning if she has a bad dream or whatever. And if I'm not in bed, she has freaked out before, like, where's mom? So I've had to sit her down and be like, mommy works out in the morning. It's my time to, exercise. It's healthy for your body to move. And it just makes me feel good. So that's why I do it. And so she just kind of knows, like, I'll tell her I'm going to workout class. Oh, okay. And it's just kind of part of my day-to-day life. So I've explained that to her and she just knows that's, if I'm not in the bed in the morning, like that's where mommy is.
Yeah. Does your husband work out?
He does, but he works for himself and he works from home. So he has a very flexible schedule. He can work out whenever he wants. So he's more of an afternoon guy. I don't know. He has ADHD, so I don't know if that plays into it. Like, I think if he had to get up really early and work out, he would, but he needs some time to get that caffeine kick. Totally. Get his vitamins in, whatever he's taking.
You're like describing like a 55-year-old. I know Kevin's like young, and you're like, he's got to get his vitamins in. Get the blood flowing. Yeah, totally.
He takes these brain vitamins, and I think the creatine that everybody's into. So I think he just needs some time to get some work done, and then he feels like he can take a break. So it works out, though, and there will be times where I don't get a workout in the morning, and we just kind of have to coordinate. But we're in a space where we're lucky he's flexible because I stay at home. So
yeah. So is he like? Are you guys really supportive of? I mean, obviously you guys support each other. I know you guys. I know you have a loving relationship. But is it like on days when I don't work out? John, my husband, who also works out, he will look at me and be like very just pointed, and he will be like, what was more important than your health today? And it's like, it's a question that is like stuck with me because I think in motherhood, you think, especially when you have multiple kids or, they're going down for a nap and you're like, honestly, the clarity that is nice of having a clean home, like it brings you so much clarity.
Yeah.
I'm a better mother when my surrounding is pseudo clean. But then you're like, I'm also a better mother when I work out. Yeah. Right? Like, is Kevin there for you in those times when you're like, there's so much going on? Do I really, like the mornings you don't wake up, which I know are probably few and far between, or the mornings when you're like, nights when you're like, I don't want to wake up at 5 a.m. Like, what are some of those conversations?
I'm not just tooting his horn because I'm the first person especially with a man, to be like, totally. He really is like the most supportive person. Like if I don't get a workout in, he'll ask me before I even mention it, when do you want to work out today or when do you want to run?
It's amazing.
I mean, really, even if we have a lot going on, like we each prioritize working out, and he, before he even leaves, he's like, do you need anything before I go to the gym? And because he knows that I'm getting up way before he does. Like he gets to sleep, I get up before everybody else and I get my workout in. So if I don't, then he just kind of sacrifices if he needs to. Yeah. And even if that means, if it's all day long, we're both busy, neither of us have gotten our workout in, he might get his in and I'll handle dinner. And then after dinner, I go get my workout in. Like we make it.
You're making it happen.
It happen regardless.
And you're communicating
about
it.
Which is, it's helpful to have we have the sort of home gym. Not as nice as yours, but we've
Right.
got like a little bit of one going on, and that's
Yeah.
helpful. That we can just go down the stairs and get something in if we have to.
Totally.
But yeah, he is really supportive.
And I think it's like when it's a shared goal of like, when you have a partner that also works out, even if you're not always working out together, different times, making it work when you have kids. But when it's a shared goal and a pillar to not only you, but to your relationship, it is nice to have somebody there who's like always encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in the moments when I think like life is overwhelming, I'm so thankful, and I'm sure you feel similar, to have a partner that knows how important it is to you and is not going to be like, you're right, don't work out.
Yeah.
Let's sit down, let's watch some Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, let's, eat bomb, which is, those moments are great too,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's so nice to have a partner who's there for you in those moments.
Yeah.
It was funny. I dated people previously who did not work out.
Same.
And I felt like I was always trying to get us to work out together. Like, let's play tennis. Let's go for a walk after dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like so many people were like, what? Why? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of get that look of like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like when you're with somebody who that is important to them,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a crazy puzzle piece that falls into place.
It just makes it so much easier. Everything just kind of runs a little bit better. It's almost like a machine. Like it's just like a well-oiled machine once you get it down.
Totally.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give a mother who is maybe she's trying to get, for the sake of a better terminology, get her groove back?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the old, what is that, a 90s movie?
Yeah.
Which I love,
Stella got
by
her
the
groove
way.
back.
Yes.
Yes, I remember it.
Like a mom who's either has kids, doesn't have kids,
Mm-hmm.
who's just trying to like get back into it, get into feeling herself.
Yeah, I would say to start small, and maybe think about what your perfect ideal workout routine would look like, and then start small. Like you're not going to get it all from this, get-go, especially postpartum. Like my postpartum workouts, like, you're asking me how I'm working out now, but that looked very different 2 years ago, when I was not really able to run that much, and I was doing a lot of incline walking, and really like I wasn't even doing Pilates at that point.
Right.
So I kind of had to find out what worked for me and my body. And it actually, I feel like my effort, like how hard I try now, is almost less. But I feel more in shape. Like I feel like I'm doing less intense workouts, but I feel like more in shape. And I feel like it maybe has to do with like the stress. Like I've released the stress of like, this is what I need to look like. This is what I need to work out like. And I've given myself a lot more grace, like I talked about. Like I just let the day go as it's going to go, and I do my best each day. And I feel like a new mom or a mom who's looking to get her groove back needs to focus on just today. Like the small goals, what can I get done today? Can I go for a walk with my kids? Like getting a jogging stroller. You can find them on Amazon or Amazon for cheap, or Marketplace, or find a mom I'm going to be getting rid of mine soon. It's like, I want to give that to another mom who could use it. And just even pushing your kids, like that's a workout. Holding your kids while you do squats. Like I haven't done it, but I've seen people do it.
Totally.
Just getting little bits and pieces done when you can.
Yeah. And I think, to your point too, it's like not about comparing yourself because that's so hard to do, because you have this newborn baby, and we're all going to be realistic right now. You're either up late, whether you're, formula feeding, breastfeeding, and you're scrolling a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's hard not to scroll and be like, you even see those videos, you're like, when I'm done breastfeeding, I get a little Botox, I get back, you're like, I'm going to be a whole new woman.
It's over for
everybody.
It's
over for you, exactly. And it's hard not to like compare yourself to other people. And I think what's really important is, and you said it too, you can start so simply.
Yeah.
And it's literally going out for a 10-minute walk, but it's about connecting that and like making yourself a promise of saying like, I'm going to go for this walk for 10 minutes, even if it's for the first week. Even I had a baby, I'm cleared by my doctor. I'm going to go out 10 minutes a day. And I think the other big thing too during this process, because I think that advice was really great, is remembering that when you are working out, this time in which it's really you, it's Brittany working out. It's not mom. You're there showing up for yourself while, you know, your husband, your kids, you're doing it for them as well. But I think it's really important that, like, you need to carve out some time because Brittany's still doing life.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like not just mom. It's not like Brittany stopped when you had a baby and now it's just mom for here on out. Like, and I think we forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I try to really, when I'm working out too, like, and I'm stressed or you only get the 20 minutes or the 10 minutes in, it's like, no, I'm doing this just for me.
Yeah.
And it's not about anybody else.
Yeah, I know. And it's hard to like disconnect yourself from like the mom identity for just a minute. And it's like, but you have to remember, like, you're doing those things to be a better mom.
Totally.
At least I feel like, I'm sure you feel the same.
Oh,
like I feel like a better mom when I work out. I feel, and it's good for your kids to see you doing something for yourself that, you know, moms don't have to they sacrifice enough already.
Totally.
You're allowed that 1 hour, 45 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever it is to yourself to be a better version of yourself. And then you can be a better mom for your kids and show up more for your kids.
Completely.
So yeah, I'm totally with you. I remember we took that spinning class together and you're like, they kept talking about being a mom. And you're like, I don't want to talk about being a mom. I don't want to hear about it.
Let me tell you, I thought about that today when I was thinking about us sitting down. And I thought, like, that came across so wrong.
No, because I know what you meant.
But yeah, and the girl I don't think had kids. She was like
she
a young, she talked about her mom. I'm like, listen, Bethany is showing up to this workout class. Emma's mom is not, right? Like, Bethany is here spinning.
Right.
But no, I wanted to wrap this up and just say, you know, I admire you.
Oh, I admire you.
I think you're wonderful. And I think that, I love that you share even a lot on your Instagram, and I love what you put out there because it's like positive. And I think the word we really need to remove from motherhood, which is like not even the worst word, but like, I'm surviving. I'm like, that word for me is so triggering because it's like surviving. I don't want to survive. I want to like thrive. Yeah. And I want to take this new place in my life in which being a mother. And yes, I can't do everything I was doing at 25. Yeah. But like, make this as good as, you know, we possibly can and be happy. Yeah. Like every season of life. And I think that you do a really good job of that. And I know it's hard, and I know not every day is sunshine.
I also try to remember that life's supposed to be a little silly. Like everything, like some of the stuff my kids do, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, or even it sounds bad, but like mid tantrum, I have to like kind of walk away and be like, this is insane. Like,
I know.
And I feel like that is sort of maintaining some positivity because sometimes, every mom loses their mind. And it's okay to be honest. And maybe sometimes that is like surviving, but it shouldn't be like a day-to-day like survival. Like it's like it should be a little silly and fun, and like everything's gonna pass. Like everything passes. So just like have fun, I guess, and go for a run. Go for a walk. That's the tagline of this. Have some fun and like go for a run.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
And we'll see you later. Cut that part out.
We'll see you later.
We'll see you later.